Mahabharata 9. The glory of Narayana 1. Janamejaya said, O Brahman, are there many men, or is there only one man? Which man is the greatest? Who is the cause of everything? Vaishampayana said, Kurukuladahana, according to the Sankhya Yogas, there are many men, but those who see it do not accept that there is only one man. How is there only one cause for many men? I will tell you about the man who is multifaceted. I say this after bowing to our teacher Vyasa, who knows the essence of the soul, who is a spiritualist, a man of penance, a man of wisdom, a man of wisdom, and a man of wisdom. O Parthavana, this Purusha Sukta is famous in all the Vedas as a ritual and a truth. The sage Vyasa, the lion, has pondered over this. Rishis like Bharata, Kapila and others have taken refuge in spiritual thought in general and in particular and have spoken the scriptures. I will tell you the same manhood which Vyasa has briefly described with the grace of the immeasurable radiance. In this regard, those who know cite the ancient story of the conversation between Triambaka and Brahma. In the midst of the ocean of milk, there is a mountain known as Vaijayanta, which sparkles with golden radiance. There, Brahma, meditating on the spiritual path, goes alone from the Brahma world and daily serves Vaijayanta. In such a situation, Shiva, the great yogi who emerged from the forehead of the wise Chaturmukha who resided there, once suddenly came from the sky and landed on the peak of that mountain. First, he bowed down joyfully at the feet of Brahma. The one Lord Prajapati, having thus bowed to him, raised him with his left hand and addressed his son who had come to him after a long time. O great armed one, welcome to you, you have come to me by the will of God. Have your self-study penances gone smoothly? O son, do you always remain in severe penance? That is why I am asking this. He said to Rudra, O Lord, by your grace my self-study penances are going smoothly. The entire world is skillful and inexhaustible. It has been a long time since I saw you in the world of Brahma, therefore I have come to this mountain, which is served by your feet. There is also a curiosity in coming here alone. That is, O great-grandfather, there cannot be any small reason for this. Is it because you alone have left that world, where even the demons, the sages, the Gandharvas, the Aparas, and the descendants, worship, and have come to this mountain? Without any excuse, Brahma said, I worship this mountain, the Vajrayanta mountain, with all my heart. Here I meditate on Viratarusha with single-mindedness. Then Rudra asked, O Brahma, you, the self-existent one, have created so many men, and you will create many more. Is not that Viratarusha only one man? O Brahma, who is this supreme man whom you are meditating on? Solve this doubt of mine, for I am very curious. To this Brahma replied, My son, there are many men whom you have mentioned. It should be understood that this was the case in the past, but understand that I am not concerned with these men. I will tell you the one man who is the support of the many men you have mentioned. I will tell you how they all have one cause, and how the devotees enter that universal man, that supreme, undefiled thus, even though he dwells in bodies, he is not involved in actions. The inner self of others, who thinks of me, you, and the bodies, he is the witness of all. He is never perceptible to anyone. He is the head of the universe, the arm of the universe, the foot of the universe, he alone moves freely and happily in all the realms. Because that yoga soul knows the bodies that are realms and the seeds of good and bad karma, he is called the knower of realms. No one among all beings knows his past or future. I am contemplating his past through the Sankhya system and the yoga system. From now on, I do not know his past. To the extent that I know, to that extent I will speak of that eternal person. Listen, he is one and great, he alone is the person. Only the eternal one bears the name Mahapurusha. One fire is blazing in various ways, one is the sun, one is the vagina for penance, one is the wind blowing in all directions in the world, one is the ocean, which is the vagina for all rivers, one is the Purusha, who is without qualities, the form of the universe. All enter into that Purusha who is without qualities. If one abandons all that is virtuous, abandons all good and bad deeds, and abandons both the true and the unattached, then the ascetic in this way becomes without qualities. He who, though inconceivable, realizes him and acts with subtle feelings, the fourfold form, and the selfless, he alone attains the auspicious Purusha. Thus some scholars understand the Supreme Soul to be one soul. Some thinkers of knowledge understand it to be one soul. Of these two, whichever is the supreme soul is eternal and without qualities. He should be known as Narayana, because he is the supreme being. He is not affected by the results of any actions. There is no other karma spirit, but he is bound by the bonds of salvation. He is also bound by the sevenfold constellation, Linga. Thus I have described to you the various kinds of being in order. That which is completely the abode of all worldly affairs, the supreme knowledge, the teachable and enlightened, the mantra and the mantra, the food and the food, the brother and the beloved, the clear and the clear, the visible and the invisible, the progenitor and the progenitor, the knower and the conqueror, the virtuous and the non-virtuous, that which is the immediate and supreme, that which is eternal, eternal, and imperishable. That which produces the first mode of the true, that is what Vipra calls Anuruddha. Whatever is considered a Vedic good deed in the world, that too should be done for his pleasure, should belong to him. All the gods and the sages, who are completely peaceful, worship him in the Prangbamsa with sacrificial offerings. I, the god of all subjects, was born from him. You too were born from me. O son, did not the world of plants and animals, and all the Vedas, which are full of secrets, come into being from me? That man, who is endowed with the four elements, is playing as he pleases. In this way, that Lord is known by his knowledge. O son, behold, I have told you everything you have heard, and it is also described truthfully in the Sankhya Yogas. Shukanushasana. Time form. Yudhishthira said to Bhishma, O great Kaurava, I desire to know from whom all beings originate and how they end. I desire to know the principles of meditation and action, the nature of time, and the length of life of people in each age. I desire to understand the principle of the world in its entirety. From whom do the deaths of animals and the destruction of creation occur? O great man, if you wish to bless us, be the one to answer this question that I asked. In the past, you gave a good answer to the sage Bharadwaja, who was a disputant. Hearing that, we have a divine intellect that is filled with the highest righteousness. Therefore, I have asked this question again, please answer it. Hearing this, Bhishma said to Dharmaraya, I will tell you the ancient history of what Lord Vyasa told his son who humbly asked him about this matter. After studying all the Vedas, including the Angas and the Upanishads, Vyasa's son Shuka asked about Sri Krishnapayana, who was capable of cutting off all doubts about Dharmartha. What Sri Shuka asked was, who is the creator of all living beings? What is your belief in the knowledge of time? What is the work of the Brahmins? Please tell me this. Hearing this, the father, who is omniscient and omniscient, who knows all that is beyond, said to his son, before all else, there is only Brahman, who is eternal, infinite, divine, incorruptible, polar, imperishable, inconceivable, and invincible. Now, the question of time. 1 kasha equals 15 minutes, 30 kashas equals 1 kal, 30 kals equals 1 muhurta. That is, 1/10 of a kal is also included, thus 30 kals and 3 kashas equal 1 muhurta. 30 muhurta equals 1 ahoratra, as the sages say. 30 ahoratras equals 1 month, and 12 months equals 1 samvatsara. 2 ayanas are called a savatsara, these are known as dakshinayana and uttarayana. The sun is the one who gives ahoratra to humans. He has divided it, night is for sleep, day for work. A month of men is a day and a night for the ancestors. For them, the night is devoted to business and sleep. A year of men is a day and a night for the gods. For them, the northern moon is day, and the southern moon is night. Now I will tell you separately about the ages of Krita, Treta, Divyapara, and Kali. If there are 4,000 years of the gods, it will be 1 Kritu Yuga. For that, there will be a twilight of that many, 400 divine years. There will also be a Sandhyasha of the same number of years. In the remaining 3 yugas with Sandhyasandhyasha, these 1,100 years, 4,800, will be less by a quarter. These 4 yugas will forever, wear the eternal worlds, Father. The Brahmin wise believe that this yuga-like time is the form of the eternal Brahman. In the Krita Yuga, all righteousness and truth are perfected with 4 feet. There is no room for unrighteousness there. In other ages, righteousness decreases by a foot. Theft, lying, and cheating increase unrighteousness. In the Krita Yuga, people will be diseased. Their entire being is ready, and they will have a lifespan of 400 years. In the Treta Yuga and in other ages, age will decrease by a foot. Study of the Vedas, lifespan, and fulfillment of desires and desires, all these are said to decrease. In the Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dvyapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga, just as the ages decrease, so do the religions. In the Krita Yuga, penance is greater, in the Treta Yuga, knowledge is better, in the Dvyapara Yuga, sacrifice is better, and in Kali Yuga, charity is greater. Thus, for the gods those who know say that the Chaturyugas are 12,000 years. If 1,000 Chaturyugas are 1 day for Brahma, the night is the same length. Brahma creates the universe at the beginning of his day. The destruction occurs at night. Then he is in a deep sleep and wakes up at the end of it. Those who know that 1,000 Chaturyugas are day and night for Brahma, those are the people who know the principle of Ahoritarupakala. When Brahma wakes up, he transforms his imperishable form into a formless form. He creates the great essence. From it he creates the manifested mind. Creation in the Yugatharmas. Vyasa said, Brahma, who is radiant, is the seed of everything. From it the whole world has come into being. From the one who is Brahma, the duality of plants and animals has come into being. At the beginning of his day, Brahma wakes up, he creates the world out of ignorance. First of all, the great essence, then the manifest form, the prayer, the doubt, this mind, which has the power to cover everything and become far-reaching and manifold, it has created the 7 sages of the mind miraculously, Angarasu, Atri, Pulasia, Pula, Kratu, Vasista. This mind, inspired by the desire to create, becomes distorted in manifold ways. From it comes the sky, its quality is sound. When the sky becomes distorted, a strong, clean air with various odors arises from it. From that distorted air, a dazzling light arises. It is radiant, its quality is touch. When that light becomes distorted, a pleasant fragrance arises from it. From fragrance, the earth with its fragrance arises. In this way, the creation of all beings, it has been said. The qualities of each and every being of the past and present merge into the next being. For as long as any being exists in any form, it is considered to be its quality. Even if someone foolishly says that it is the quality of the earth after seeing a smell in the air, it should be known that it is actually the quality of the earth. It has merged in the air and in the air. Although these 7 great beings have different powers, they cannot create one by one, so everything comes together and merges with each other and takes refuge in the body. So it is called the man. Since everything takes refuge in it, it is called the body. It is embodied due to the union of the 16 elements, namely the 5 elements, the senses, and the mind. All the great beings enter into it with their karma. Brahma, the creator of all beings, resides within the universal body in order to perform penance to create all beings. He is called Prajapati. He creates all living beings. Gods, sages, ancestors, humans, worlds, rivers, oceans, directions, mountains, forest dwellers, humans, dwarfs, demons, birds, animals, reptiles, non-expendable objects, and living beings, all these are created by him. Whatever karmas they had in their previous creation, they will have the same karmas even after being created again and again. Violent animals, non-violent animals, gentle and cruel animals, religious and religious, ritualistic, all these have their respective natures, influenced by their respective feelings, therefore, each nature becomes accustomed to each animal. The Prajapati himself creates the diversity in the forms of the great beings, the senses, the gods, etc., and the distribution of animals. Some people say that manhood is the cause of the accomplishment of deeds. Others say that the wise say that fate is the cause, those who are clairvoyants say that nature is the cause. These 3 are one and the same, and it is not right to distinguish and separate them, some say. The karmists say that it is impossible to say with certainty whether this is right or not, whether both should be together or not. The equal seers who are established in the truth say that Brahman is the cause. Penance is the cause of life, its source is both Sama and Dhamma. Through that penance, one obtains whatever deeds one desires in one's mind. Through penance, man attains the supreme meaning of creating the entire world, he himself becomes the Lord of all beings. Through the penance of the sages, he studied the Vedas day and night. He uttered the unending Vedic words through the power of penance. The names of the sages, the creations mentioned in the Vedas, the names and forms of animals, the tendencies of their actions, all these are created by that God from the words of the Vedas. The names of the sages and the creations in the creations are the names of the substances that are created at the end of the night so that a new creation can begin. Different names, penance, action, and sacrifice, all these are worldly achievements. It is said in the Vedas that the attainment of the soul can be achieved through 10 methods. Is it only the profound Brahman that is mentioned in the Vedas through the Vedic constellations? Whatever is clearly stated in the Vedantas is a creation, Svadhyaya, Garhastha, Sandhyavandanadi, Kirshachandrayanadi, Purtakarma, Yoga, Dana, Gurushashasha, Samadhi, is achieved by Kramayoga. This separation, which is associated with dualities, is due to karma for living beings. It is removed by the science of self-realization. The two Brahmans should be known as Parabrahma and Shabdabraham. Whoever is resolved in Shabdabraham attains Parabrahma. Kshatriyas have a yajna dominated by violence, Vaishyas perform Havirya, Shudras perform Parakarya yajna, Brahmins perform Tapoya yajna. This method of yajna is in the Tretayuga, not in the Kritayuga. In Divyapara and Kaliyuga, yajna will decrease. In the Kritu Yuga, the Rikus, the Samas, the Yahas, the Kameshtas, knowing that all these are different, they remain only in the form of knowledge. In the Treta Yuga, the mighty kings appear and regulate all the plants and animals. In the Treta Yuga, the Vedas, the sacrifices, and the Varnashra dharmas were well established, but in the Divyapara Yuga, as life expectancy decreases, these will decrease. In the Kali Yuga, the Vedas will be seen scattered around. They will also disappear, and the sacrifices will be affected by unrighteousness and will disappear. In the Krita Yuga, Dharma will be with the ascetics, the studious Brahmins, who are the living beings. In the other yugas, the Vedas and devotion to one's own religion will decrease. Just as vegetation increases in the rainy season due to rain, so too do religions increase and decrease in the ages. Just as the signs of the seasons appear according to the seasons, so do they change in the days and nights of Brahma. I have already told you that the times are different and impersonal. Time itself creates animals, and it destroys them. Time itself is the cause of the birth and destruction of ghosts. Animals are dualistic by nature. I have told you about procreation, creation, time, action, Vedas, author, action, and the result of action. These are the things you have heard. Mahabharata 10 is coming soon.